Hi, I'm Christina Leary from Wallace State College, and this is our first round of middle school Scholars Bowl today for the new year. Our first teams competing today are going to be Fairview and Holly Pond, and competing for Fairview we have Ben Sellers, Cody Shedd, Jessica Freeman, who's our captain, and Jared Slater. Then competing for Holly Pond, we have Haley Mabry, Rebecca Boyette, Logan Bean, and Austin Davenport. And our captain is, at this point, Austin? Okay. Join us in just a moment and we'll begin this round.
Many things have changed in Coleman since 1882, but one thing that has not is the dedication and caring by Moss Service Funeral Home. Their staff includes 6 licensed directors and 2 licensed embalmers, including Brian Smith, manager, Harry Hackworth, Darrell Mosteller, Gary Murphy, Keith Patillo, and Randy Speakman. Longtime employee Clyde Kendrick helps with funerals and night visitations. The office administrator is Helen Handley. Pre-need arrangements are handled by Larry Nail. They promise to continue to earn your trust today and tomorrow.
When you make a loan payment or a deposit, does your receipt show a current balance?
No.
Are your deposits credited instantly to your accounts?
No.
When you call your bank for help, does a real person answer the phone?
No.
Did you know that Coleman Savings Bank does all of these things?
Really? Really?
Really?
We've been here for 115 years. Come see what you've been missing.
What do you see?
I see new KFC Honey Cajun Wings in your future.
Introducing new Honey Cajun Wings, glazed in spicy Cajun sauces. 8 for $2.99 or 20 for only $7.49. Or in Honey Barbecue Wings.
There's fast food, and then there's KFC.
Would you like any fries with that?
Allow me. Do you have mashed potatoes?
No.
Coleslaw?
Just fries.
Let's go to KFC.
Get a 10-piece picnic feast with 10 pieces of original recipe chicken, 3 large sides, and 6 biscuits, just $14.99.
You're sitting on my biscuits, Clyde. There's fast food, and then there's KFC.
You want fast service from your bank? Watch this. Your bank does offer you free popcorn and coffee, don't they?
All right. Now we're going to start with round 1. Round 1 is where I ask you 10 toss-up questions that are worth 5 points apiece. You'll have 5 seconds to answer the question when I'm done reading the question. If it's a math question, I'll say math question and give you 10 seconds to do that, just in case it's a calculation type question. First 1 or 2 stalls, I'll try and caution you on the stalls, but then after that I'll make sure I tell you about, hey, that stall, I can't give it to you. And stalling's when you buzz in and answer the question, but you're like, you have to give me the answer immediately when you buzz in, okay? So here's question number 1. What 1950s singer and pianist was famous for the song Blueberry Hill? His name is the same as a game piece that is black with small dots. Cody?
Domino.
Who?
Domino.
Can you give me some more information?
Fats Domino.
That's right. Okay. Toss-up number 2. For years, unexplained sightings of flying saucers and UFOs have been reported. What does UFO stand for? Austin?
Unidentified flying object.
That's correct. Toss-up 3 is a math question. How many 3-digit numbers can be made from the digits 1, 7, and 6 if each digit is used only once? Austin?
6.
That's correct. Toss-up 4. Which country in the Northern Hemisphere has 10 provinces and 2 territories? Austin?
Canada.
That's right. Toss-up 5. Now located in the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., this was the craft used by Charles Lindbergh to cross the Atlantic Ocean in 1927. Cody?
Spirit of St. Louis.
That's correct. Toss-up 6.
Thank you.
What film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1984? It starred Tom Hulce, as the title character a famous composer we usually know by his last name? Jerry?
Beethoven.
That is incorrect. Can you take it over here? Time on that one. Amadeus. Toss-up number 7. In E.B. White's novel Charlotte's Web, Charlotte was a spider and Wilbur was a pig. What kind of animal was Templeton? Austin?
A rat.
That is correct. Toss-up 8. What African-American educator is best known for founding the Tuskegee Institute? Logan?
Washington. I don't know.
Sorry. Jessica?
Carver.
That is incorrect. It's Booker T. Washington.
No, I knew it was Washington.
Toss-up 9. Name the projection in the human body formed in the front of the throat by the laryngeal cartilage, especially in males. Laryngeal cartilage, especially. Austin?
Larynx.
That is incorrect. Can you take it over there? The Adam's apple. The Adam's apple. Toss-up 10. Identify the Indian chief who led the Seminoles in Florida during the Second Seminole War. Austin?
Sequoia.
That is incorrect. Can you take it? Time on that one. Osceola. Osceola. At the end of period 1, I have 10 points scored for Fairview and 20 points scored for Holly Pond. Do we have any substitutions for round 2?
Who have you got? All right, here we go.
Okay. Sarah, what's your last name? Lambert? And Blake. Okay. Here's round number 2, and round number 2 is where you have 10 toss-up questions worth 10 points apiece, and then if you get the toss-up right, you have the opportunity for a bonus question. The bonus questions are bounce back, so if Fairview happens to get the question but misses all or part of the bonus, then you will have the opportunity, or Holly Pond will have the opportunity to get the other part of the bonus, and vice versa for both teams. Same time rules as we had first round. Number 1, identify the poisonous spider named for its habit of consuming the male after... Austin?
Black Widow.
That is correct. And here's your bonus question. Identify the following snakes. First, the hooded snake that can squirt poison into its victim's eyes. Second, this is a bonus question. It's their bonus.
Oh.
Second, the poisonous southeastern U.S. snake called a cottonmouth.
Of the first one, cobra. And the second one, water moccasin.
20 points. Okay. Now, on the toss-up questions, you can't converse with anybody in your group, but on the bonus questions, you can converse, and only your captain can answer. So if you think you might have something, make sure your captain gets what's going on in the group there. Toss-up 2 is a math question. I'll give you 10 seconds. If the perimeter of a square measures 60 centimeters, what is the length of one of its sides? Austin?
4 centimeters.
That is incorrect. Cody?
15 centimeters.
15 centimeters is correct. And here's your bonus question. Answer these math questions. First, 42 inches is equal to how many yards? And second, how many feet are in 15 1/3 yards? 5 seconds. Need your answer, please.
Designate Blake.
Blake?
On the first one, it's 14.
And your second one?
I got 45.
Okay. Those are incorrect. Can you take it over here?
First one, 1 and 160 yard. Second one, 46 feet.
20 points. And we're on to toss-up number 3. This American author wrote many books, including the lesser-known works, A Wonder Book for Boys and Girls. Some of his most famous works were set in Puritan times. Name the writer and author of The Scarlet Letter. Latasha?
Jane Austen.
That is incorrect. Can you take it? Nathaniel Hawthorne. Toss-up 4. In 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts, this man invented the game that has been played professionally by Oscar Robinson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Michael Jordan. Name the inventor of... Austin? Name the inventor of basketball.
I know it.
You can vote.
It's not working.
Go ahead.
The inventor of basketball? Is it Olson?
No, it was James Naismith. Okay. Reach behind your thing and now press it. Press your buzzer. There it is. Okay, sorry about that. But it was James Naismith. Okay. Toss-up number 5. Born in 1881, this Spanish artist is famous for being one of the founders of Cubism. One of his works is called Guernica. Who is he? Pablo Picasso. Toss-up 6. In 1803, this president made the Louisiana Purchase for $15 million.
Jefferson.
Jessica? That's correct. And here is your bonus question. First, from what country was the purchase made? And second, who was emperor of that country at that time?
Okay, for number 1, France. For number 2, Napoleon.
20 points. Toss-up 7. Everybody's back in. Russian cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova was the first female to travel through space. Who was the first American woman?
Sally Ride.
That's correct. And here's your bonus question. It's a 4-part question, 5 points for each part. First, who was the first man in space? This is your bonus question. You don't buzz. Who was the first man in space? Who was the first American in space? Who was the first American to walk on the moon? And who is the oldest astronaut to go into space?
Okay, for number 1, Glenn. For number 2, Glenn. For number 3, Armstrong. For number 4, Glenn.
You have 10 points for the last 2. Those 2 are correct, but the first 2 are incorrect. Can you give those to me? Holly Pond? Answer? No answer? Okay. The first one, the first man in space, was Yuri Gagarin. Can't even say his name right. And Alan Shepard was the first American in space. And we're on to toss-up number 8. In 1889, Ellen Gator Starr and Jane Addams founded what famous settlement house in Chicago, Illinois? Time, Hull House, the Hull House. Toss-up number 9. This phylum of the animal kingdom literally means jointed legs. Name this phylum, which includes ticks, lobsters, spiders, and ants. Austin?
Crustacean.
That is incorrect. Can you take it?
Arthropod.
Arthropod's correct. Here's your bonus question. Identify these things from biology that start with the letter A. First, this animal, called the anteater, is the first creature located in an encyclopedia. And second, these drugs are used to kill disease-causing bacteria.
Okay, for number 1, armadillo. For number 2, antibiotic.
Antibiotic is correct on the second one for 10 points. Can you give me the first one, Holly Pond?
Aardvark.
Aardvark is correct on that one. So 10 points to each team on that bonus. And we're on to toss-up 10, the last one for the round. Traditionally, a bottle of which liquid is broken over the bow of a new ship? Austin?
Champagne.
Champagne is correct. And here's your bonus question. 10 points for each part. Traditional sayings. First, what is an actor in a play told to break when one wishes him good luck? And second, what is a person said to kick when he dies?
The first one, leg. Second one, bucket.
20 points. So at the end of round 2, I have 90 points scored for Holly Pond, giving them 110 after 2 rounds. I have 80 points scored for Fairview, giving them 90 after 2 rounds. So we have a really close game going on here. We're going to go to a commercial break and go to the worksheet round. So any additional people you want to come forward, please send them that way.
Woodland Occupational Health Clinic is now serving area businesses and industries. They treat work-related injuries 24 hours a day and do all